Time now for First Alert Weather with meteorologist Rob Nucatola.
So we get started on 24-hour temperature cast numbers near 70 again this morning. Are going to perk up quickly, be near 90, likely close to lunchtime, and probably going to find highs like we saw yesterday that got to 93. Many spots in those lower 90s. Hopefully they stop there. A few clouds would help. I don't expect to find very many showers, so I'm expecting that long duration kind of hot again. It's not going to be the same as like the middle of summer, but it's still going to be a reminder that we are still in the final few days of summer. I don't expect a lot satellite radar composite style. As a matter of fact, I think we're going to have pretty clear skies throughout most of the day today, and with that sunshine, that'll want to get those temperatures moving pretty fast. We're at 68 degrees in Thomasville. We're at 71 in Valdosta. It's 73 in Tallahassee. There's a little breeze trying. Most of us are going to find dew point numbers in the upper 60s. It tells me the air temperatures can scooch down just a little tiny bit between now and like 7:30 when we usually get to the bottom and then start to climb from there. Blakely's the cool spot at 66. I see 69s for Camilla and for Moultrie. Tifton with Thomasville and Quincy at 68. So we've got a good handful in the 60s, and I do think the temperatures can slide back just a little bit more. It's not going to be breezy out there. A couple of spots with just a little puff of a wind, and we'll be looking for some patchy fog because there still is some of that lower level moisture trapped at the surface. Places like Perry, our visibility down below 1 mile. So we could find a little bit of patchy fog this morning. We could find a little bit more tomorrow morning too. Things are pretty quiet for the eastern third of the country now that higher pressure is settling in and is going to be our big weather player, and that's what will be bringing us lots of hot. Remember, in the summer months, we're counting on the afternoon pop-up sea breeze type showers to calm down some of that hot. But when you get a big bubble of high pressure that sits right overhead, it makes it really hard for even the sea breeze to fire up some showers. And I think over these next 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 days, with higher pressure not just at the surface but in the upper part of the atmosphere too, we are going to be in for this very slow moving stagnant pattern, really common in the summer months for us to get to these prolonged weather patterns that don't do much for a while. We had a couple of weeks with all the unsettled. Now we're going to have at least maybe 5, maybe 6, maybe 7 days of this more brighter, more drier, more nicer looking, but lots of hot comes with it. And I think that's what's going to happen, especially if we end up not getting any showers for the next 3 or 4 or 5 days. On the Futurecast, a sprinkle or two, I guess, is possible. I'm not counting on it. I think most of us are going to stay mostly sunny and dry all weekend long. So really nice for the outdoor plans. Just make sure you stay hydrated. It is still going to be hot. I know we're going to switch to fall officially on Sunday, but we're still talking lots of hours in the 90s, and that's certainly enough where you need to listen to your body and make sure you're doing the things to keep it cool. Now, out across the middle of the Atlantic, I'm still watching these same 2 pieces of energy. Neither one look all that impressive. Maybe starting to see a little bit of life to this one that's a little bit more to the west. Those ones to the east, that energy there, that's what's left of Gordon. And yeah, it could refire up at some point, but neither one looks like they're really all that impressive. Seeing some area of showers and storms off parts of the Western Caribbean. This doesn't look like it's turning into anything, but we're still going to be watching that part for some development maybe over the next week. So there are things going on out there in the tropics, but none that look like they're organizing or moving this way anytime soon. We will certainly continue to monitor and let you know if anything changes. On the Gulf for today, north and northeast winds 5 to 12, seas 2 feet or less. So another good day for the boaters. Lots of clear, lots of sunny. 60s and 70s become 80s and 90s. And I think a lot of us will make 92, 93, even 94 this afternoon. Lots of hours of those high temperatures. We should cool off okay tonight, more upper 60s. I'm hoping we can start to sprinkle in some middle 60s, but the air's got to dry out a little bit more if that's going to happen. And here's that 7-day forecast where the rain chances stay low, the sun stays out, the daytime temperatures stay high. That is more of a early summer forecast instead of a late summer forecast, but that's what we've got. And I think this is how it's going to play out, maybe all the way into the middle of next week when things start to change a little bit then. And of course, if anything develops anywhere in the tropics, and of course, if it's going to have any impact on our forecast, we'll let you know. But right now, everything is quiet.